Like any other wild animals, elephants traditionally thrive in the wild as their natural habitat, a place filled with predators, but as they say, it is all about survival for the fittest. But for young, orphaned baby elephants, the saying does not quite fit for them, and without a safe haven, they are essentially doomed, which potentially means the species might face extinction in the long run. At the heart of Nairobi National Park in Kenya lies David Shadrick Foundation, founded in 1977, a second home for orphaned elephants. Edwin Lusichi, who is in charge of the project, talks to me about his more than 20 years journey in this orphanage project.
Since the project started back in the 1977, quite a lot of babies have come in the nursery, being hand-reared here before being set free back into the world. And as we speak, over 260 elephants have successfully gone back into the world and living a wild life.
We meet with Kerio, an orphaned elephant born on 5th of January 2021. Once it was adopted at the Sheldrick Foundation, it was named Kerio after it was found abandoned at Kerio Valley on the 31st of August 2021. These were after it was affected by the long simmering conflict between the Pokot and Marakwet tribes. Baby Kerio is partially disabled, but that does not impede her to perch in the wild Nairobi National Park. If you thought that these baby elephants are being domesticated, then you thought wrong. Just like the wild, these young elephants engage in the wild to instinctively learn to adapt in their natural home. Having lost and been separated from their mothers at a young age, they are fed on artificial milk. They are fed at interval of 3 hours, and when the time is right, they come rushing and dashing for the gulps of milk. Baby Kerio is fed with 2 or more gallons of milk, but just like any other baby, for some that is not enough, and they cry for more. For the first 2 years, elephants need milk to survive. Like a human baby, they need extra warmth. Baby Kerio always dons his Maasai blanket when time comes to go out and play.
When it is about 5 in the evening, it is getting dark, we get the elephants to the stockades because Nairobi National Park has all other wild animals, including the lions, which is not safe for these babies. Elephants will always stay in herds or in a group, and the big ones will protect all the young ones.
Lucici tells me that challenges arise when a new baby elephant is introduced in the orphanage and it is hard to read them. They are mostly adapted after they have faced trauma and pain, and they easily die from stress.
You need to know when they are unwell, what do they do? We know that when they're not happy, they don't want to feed, they don't want to play, they don't want any interaction with the keepers. It means they're not happy, they're sad, or maybe they're mourning. When they come in after we've rescued them, they're all traumatized and they're all stressed. We have a challenge to ensure that we relieve them from the stress. And as keepers, we do that by ensuring that we show them constant love.
Mostly, the elephants are orphaned from the human-wildlife conflicts, flooding, poaching, and human destruction. So far, over 260 elephants have successfully gone back to the wild, and some already having given birth. After 3 to 4 years, the baby elephants are reintegrated into the wild Tsavo Kibwezi National Park, which is not an easy process. At that stage, they still have keepers, as the elephants which walk in herds don't easily welcome anyone in their herds.
When we set them free out in the park in Tsavo, the keepers stay far away, just observe and see what happens. And when it's late in the evening, the elephants want to come back home, the keepers shout the names. If they feel they want to come, they come. If they feel they don't want to come, they will stay. So they decide by themselves. So there might be that close attachment, but that is not affecting the elephants.
It takes close to 5 years for them to be fully integrated.
The feeling is that, oh my heart, I really made it, I achieved it, it happened. And that's what I wanted to happen. I saved that baby because it would not have survived, but now has become wild. I feel excited. I thank God for making that happen.
Just as a baby is nurtured, so is the case here at David Childrick Trust, where orphaned elephants are given a second lease of life. The activities here being to nurture and show them care after losing their mothers, a majority of them having faced human-wildlife conflict as well as poaching. Irene Mwangi for Capital News in Nairobi National Park.